Hi, I am Amarpreet Singh Saluja. I am currently pursuing BTech from Electronics and Communication. I'm currently in my fourth year. Talking about my academics, I was able to maintain a CGPA of around 9.12. If I talk about my achievements during last 4 years, one of the most prominent ones should be that my team was able to like my team was the only one from VIT to make it to the finale of Prism Glance. Prism Glance is an event conducted by Samsung Research Institute, Bangalore, and in that they give a problem statement to each and every team, and based on the performance and how you were able to solve that problem, you are shortlisted for the finale, and in the finale, teams from all around the country come, and yeah, so we were able to make it to the top five. Other than this, I was also the part of college's hockey team. In my first year, I was selected as the most promising player from our team, and even I was part of many victorious campaigns by my team. We even secured first position in Rajeshwari and second position in a state level tournament, which is organized in the memory of Major Dhyan Chand, and many other tournaments where our team was able to perform very well and we achieved great success. So I got placed in two companies. Initially, I got placed in a dream core company, which is Alstom. Alstom is a company which deals with train engines, and it generally deals with the metro projects going all around our nation. It is an MNC from France. So in case of Alstom, around 460 or 470 students applied, and all those students were 9 pointers. So for Alstom, the cutoff was 9.00 was the cutoff CGPA for Alstom, and the process was like the first round was so the first round was online test, which included questions from quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, and English. And the next round was GD, group discussion, and out of which people got selected. Then those students were uh, gone through two rounds of selection process, which were one of them was a technical interview round, and the other one was HR round. So in the technical interview round, like nothing much was asked to me. Like the most of the discussion was on my resume and on the projects which I done during the course of the last 4 years. And in the HR round, there were basic questions on why do you want to do, why do you want to get into Alstom, and why not in post graduation, and why do you want to do a job. So these were the basic general questions which were asked to me during these two rounds, and after that, I got selected for full. I got selected, and I was offered a full-time role of a GET. GET is a general engineering trainee. Yeah, that's all about Alstom. After this, I got placed in a super dream company called Oyo Rooms. So, in case of Oyo Rooms, I was offered a role of an software developer, and I got an offer of 6 months of internship and a full-time offer after that. So, in case of Oyo, the selection process was like around 1700 students were appearing for the first round, which was a coding test. Plus, there were 10 to 20 MCQs were also there. And after the first round, then there were 2 to 3 rounds of selection process for OYO after the first online coding round. So in these 2 to 3 rounds, basically students were grilled on their knowledge of data structures and algorithm and operating system only. So there was no HR round as such for OYO, and both, like, for me there were only 2 rounds. So both of them were technical rounds where I was drilled mostly on my data structures and my coding knowledge. So if I talk about how many students applied and how many were able to clear it, so in case of Alstom, around 460 applied and 24 were able to make it. And in case of OYO, 1700 students, around 1650 to 1700 students applied, and around 11 were the students who were able to clear it, and they were offered 6 months of internship and a full-time offer. So as I said earlier, there were 3 rounds of selection process after the online test in case of Alstom. So the first round was a group discussion. For group discussion, the strategy I used was that I used to go through news each and every day so that I'll be aware about uh, what's happening around me and what's going around. And for the other 2 rounds, the next one was a technical interview round. So in case of technical interview, they focus on your projects and your resume. So the only strategy which you can follow is make your projects on your own and don't copy it. If you copy it, like, make sure you know each and everything about it, because they ask you about what are the difficulties you face during while making these projects. So yeah, that is what you can do for the technical round. And in case of HR round, the only strategy I used was that I used to go through a lot of interview experiences on Geeks for Geeks, because they that gives you an idea about what kind of questions you will face during HR round and what are the answers which you are supposed to give. So yeah, that will be my advice for you. And then in case of OYO, there were 2 rounds after the online test, and both of them were the technical rounds. And in those 2 technical rounds, I was grilled on my knowledge of coding and data structures and algorithm. I was asked questions from dynamic programming, and the questions were on graphs and trees as well, and they were looking for optimized solutions. So if you are solving problems on platforms like CodeChef, CodeForces, or Lead Code and various others, so that will give you an idea of how you can come up with optimized solutions for a problem. So yeah, my preparation strategy for these rounds were to practice as many as problems that I could from my favorite platforms. There are various, whatever suits you the best, you can go through that and prepare for it. So I might not be the best one to give an advice on how to prepare for placements, because I myself was preparing for CAT for a lot of time in my third year, and like, I started actually preparing for my placements in my sixth sem, because my back of my mind I had this thought that if not CAT and if things didn't go well, so I should have something as a backup. So yeah, that's when I started preparing for my placements. And for placement, the only strategy which I used is to code at least for an hour or two each and every day, so that I can hone all my coding skills, because I was not that good in coding initially, because actually I used to hate coding in my first and second semester, because coming from like, I didn't have computer science as the extra subject in my 11th and 12th. I had physical education, so I didn't like computer coding that much. But then I realized that if I have to, like, if I want a decent placement, if I want a good placement, then coding is very important. So apart from these two, apart from coding, other skills which you require is a good quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning, because they ask you questions from quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning and English as well. So as I said, I was preparing for CAT, so I didn't have to prepare for them like separately, because I had a good command over QA and logical reasoning. So, but if I have to advise you, like what can you do for preparing for quants, logical reasoning, and for puzzles and all, you can go through India Bix. There are many questions on aptitude on India Bix, and for LR and all, you can go through RS Agarwal. There is a book for LR separately if you want to prepare, and you can get many questions if you Google. So yeah, there are various websites and you can refer those for preparation of quants, LR, and English. So in Alstom there was no coding round, but in case of OYO there was a coding round, and that was on Hacker Earth, and we had two questions, and both of them were on DP, dynamic programming. So the first question was to find the maximum points which can be obtained by deleting elements from an array, and the second one was count of ways to travel a cyclic path in n steps in a triangular pyramid. So I'll share these two questions, and if you want to go through them, you can go through them. So both of them were on DP, and they wanted an optimized solution. So for questions like these, the only strategy which you can use is solve more and more problems on various platforms like LeetCode, CodeChef, CodeForces, so that you will be prepared when you see these questions in your coding round, and you'll be able to solve it. So yeah. So resume, according to me, is very important, because many companies ask you to upload your resume, and they shortlist on the basis of your resume as well. So my advice would be that start making your own projects first. Stop copying it from GitHub. Start making them on your own. Other than that, you should participate in various different hackathons. Other than that, you should get many certifications, Cisco, AWS, and various other certifications you can get. Cisco provides you a CCNA certificate, which is a huge add-on. AWS also provides various good certificates. So yeah, get those certifications and stop running behind those which are provided by your seniors in cultural fest. They are of no use. So stop running behind those certificates. And other than that, what you should be doing is uh, like know about your projects to the core. Each and everything about your projects you should be knowing, because as I earlier mentioned, that in my interview with Alstom, in the technical round, I was only facing the question on my projects. So yeah, projects are very important. You should focus on projects. You should not make a lot of good projects, but you should have 2 to 3 very good projects on your resume, and you should know each and everything about them. Yeah. So talking about how to maintain a good CGPA in college, I'll not say that to maintain CGPA like 9 or 9 above, you'll have to study each and every day. No, you'll not. I myself was part of hockey team, and I used to look forward that when will it be 5:30 in the evening and I'll go and start playing. But to be a 9 pointer, that there's very to be a 9 pointer, or to get a CGPA which you want, only thing which you need is start studying a week prior and be a bit disciplined and punctual with your studies, and that's all. Like, submit your assignments on time, give your reviews on time, and that is all. And then talking about that, is CGPA important? Guys, it is very important. Like, we all had friends who used to say, भाई chill मारते हैं, CGPA and all से क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है, skill matters. I will say no, guys. CGPA matters, because when the shortlists come, you will feel very disappointed just because your CGPA was not good enough. You will get uh, like disqualified for the company, or you'll not find your name in the shortlist. So my advice will be that uh, try to keep your CGPA as high as you can, because it is important, and yeah, it will matter. So yeah, please, especially for those from non-CSIT branches, guys, please start studying and maintain a good CGPA because it is important. So talking about placement ratio in our college, it is not that great. So in case of Alstom, around 470 students applied and around 24 students made it. So the ratio was very bad, and it was worse in case of OYO. In OYO, around 1700 students applied for the job. There were 1700 students who were there for the first round of selection process, which was the online test. And out of those, only 11 students got the offer. So yeah, the ratios are really bad and scary. Talking about other companies, like in companies like Amazon and all, which allows mostly each every student because their cutoff is very low. So around 3000 students applied and wrote the test, and around 10 made it. So yeah, ratios are not that great and motivating. So my advice to my juniors would be that try to maintain a balance between like the fun, whatsoever the fun you want to have in your college life. It is very important, because if you'll not have any fun, lives engineering life can get very stressful. So yeah, have fun, enjoy your college life for sure. Like join clubs, be a part of certain teams, associate yourself with some group, because that and all will groom you. But you should study. Like studying in college is important, because don't forget, what are you here for? You're here to take a good placement or to make it to some very good college. So yeah, so study, have fun. And guys, I would say that till my third year I used to hate coding. I never liked it. But to get a decent job, or to get a good job, to get placed in a good job, you will have to code. You don't have an option. It is how it is what it is. It is how it is. So yeah, if you want to get placed in other core companies or certain other like companies, uh, know about basics of your core subjects and have a good command over them, and practice topics such as quants and LR, because they will help you and a lot. And at last I'll say chill maro bhai ho jayega. So yeah, have fun, and